Lovely viewers, let's dive into this emotional roller coaster that has taken over social media and the hearts of countless fans across the globe. Just when everyone was still buzzing from the heartwarming anniversary post shared by Lee Min-Ho and Min-Kyo, a post that seemed to radiate nothing but love, happiness, and the fairy tale every fan dreams of, something unexpected happened. Joong, the man who once held Min-Kyo's heart and shared beautiful memories with her, was recently spotted alone, and the pictures have sparked conversations that refuse to die down. Imagine this. Social media was still in celebration mode over Min-Kyo's anniversary photos. Lee Min-Ho holding Min-Kyo close, their smile speaking volumes, and the captions that screamed eternal love. Fans flooded the internet with reactions, making the couple trend in almost every country. Hashtags like #Min-Kyo Forever and #Anniversary Goals dominated Twitter and Instagram. People were reposting every detail, from the elegant outfits to the subtle romantic gestures that made everyone swoon. The post wasn't just a celebration of love. It was a declaration that this couple is here to stay, strong and unshakable. But then, as the love-filled chaos continued, paparazzi shots of Joong began circulating. He was seen walking alone in the streets of Seoul, dressed casually in a simple cap, hoodie, and jeans. Nothing flashy, nothing that screamed celebrity life. His hands were tucked into his pockets, his head slightly down, and his face carried an expression that fans quickly described as lost and heartbroken. The images spread like wildfire, and fans couldn't help but wonder, was this a coincidence, or was the timing of these pictures too close to Min-Kyo's big anniversary reveal to ignore? The comments section under the viral photos exploded with speculation. Some fans sympathized deeply, saying things like, "You can tell he's hurting," while others speculated that the anniversary post might have reopened old wounds for him. After all, this is not just any random couple we're talking about. This is the love story that once ruled the Hallyu wave. Joong and Min-Kyo were the ultimate power couple during their time, and their breakup was one of the most shocking splits in K-drama history. For fans who shipped them passionately, seeing him like this now feels like watching a hero fall silently. Now here's where it gets even more intense. Eyewitnesses claim that Joong wasn't just strolling around Seoul for fresh air. According to sources, he sat alone in a quiet coffee shop for nearly an hour, nursing a single drink and staring out the window. No phone scrolling, no friends, no cheerful vibe. Just pure solitude. That image struck a chord with people. It made everyone wonder, what's going through his mind right now? Could he be thinking about the past? Could he be regretting choices? Or is this just one of those random moments being blown out of proportion by timing and social media frenzy? But let's be honest, lovely viewers, timing is everything. This sighting didn't happen on just any ordinary day. It happened right after Min-Ho and Min-Kyo broke the internet with their dreamy anniversary celebration. The contrast between those two scenarios, one couple glowing with love, and one man alone with his thoughts, is enough to make anyone's heart ache. Fans are already creating emotional edits, using Joong's photos against romantic clips of Min-Ho and Min-Kyo, and the captions read things like, "Sometimes the person who loved you the most ends up alone." These edits have gone viral on TikTok and Instagram Reels, leaving the internet divided between joy for Min-Kyo and concern for Joong. But here's where it gets really interesting. Joong hasn't said a single word about this entire situation. No statement, no cryptic posts, nothing. Complete silence. And you know what that does, right? It fuels the curiosity even more. Fans are refreshing his social media accounts every hour, looking for any sign, any caption, any photo that could explain his feelings. Some fans even commented under his old posts saying things like, "Stay strong, Oppa," and "You deserve happiness too." It's like the whole fandom collectively wants to reach out and give him a virtual hug. Now let's not forget, Joong has his own life, his own career, and a huge fan base that loves him unconditionally. But moments like this remind us that even our favorite stars are human. They feel, they hurt, and they experience loneliness just like anyone else. The big question now is, will Joong break his silence? Will he address the buzz surrounding these viral photos? Or will he continue to keep his thoughts private while the internet spins its theories? Lovely viewers, what do you think? Do you believe these photos truly reflect loneliness and heartbreak? Or is the timing just an unfortunate coincidence? Do you think Joong still has feelings lingering for Min-Kyo? Or has he completely moved on and this was just a quiet moment blown out of proportion? And most importantly, should fans continue to link him to the Min-Kyo love story? Or give him the space to live his own narrative? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is far from over. If you want me to dig deeper into what insiders are saying about Joong's recent mood, and whether there's more behind those photos than meets the eye, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for the full scoop. Because trust me, lovely viewers, this story is only getting started, and I've got all the details you don't want to miss. Let's keep going because this story has layers upon layers that need to be unraveled. When we left off, the internet was in complete chaos, divided between celebrating Min-Kyo's anniversary and feeling a wave of sympathy for Joong. But here's where things take a deeper, more emotional turn. Fans are now sharing old clips of Joong and Min-Kyo from their drama days, their wedding moments, and even interviews where Joong openly spoke about how much he loved and respected her. These videos are resurfacing like wildfire, pulling everyone back into the nostalgia of what once was, and making people wonder if Joong might secretly be reliving those memories too. And let's talk about timing again because this is too uncanny to ignore. Just a few hours after the anniversary post went viral, these paparazzi pictures of Joong alone didn't just trend. They completely hijacked the conversation. The comments under the viral images are emotional, raw, and even a little heartbreaking. People are saying things like, "He looks so lost, like a man carrying the weight of memories." Others are adding, "Seeing him like this after those anniversary pictures. My heart can't take it." It's like fans are writing a story of their own based on these images, and honestly, the narrative is powerful because it taps into something we all understand. The feeling of seeing someone you once loved move on so beautifully without you. But here's the big question everyone is asking behind the scenes. Was Joong caught off guard by this anniversary post? Did he expect it to be so big, so public, and so romantic? Because lovely viewers, let's be real. Lee Min-ho went all out with that post. It wasn't just a simple picture with a casual caption. No, it was a declaration of forever. A poetic note that fans described as the ultimate love letter in Instagram form. People noticed how he tagged her with heart emojis, how he wrote something deeply personal that hinted at years of shared happiness, and even the subtle detail of including a never-before-seen picture from what looked like their private life together. That level of intimacy shared publicly. It's bound to stir emotions for anyone connected to the past. Now, insiders are whispering that Joong has been focusing on work lately, burying himself in new projects, scripts, and business deals to keep his mind busy. But those pictures of him alone, quietly sipping coffee, say otherwise to fans. Because here's the truth. Body language speaks volumes, and people are dissecting every detail. The hunched shoulders, the faraway look, the absence of a smile. One fan wrote, "That's not a man just taking a break. That's a man deep in thought." And you know what, lovely viewers? They might not be wrong. But let's look at this from another angle. Could Joong be perfectly fine? And this is just social media exaggerating a single quiet moment. Maybe he was waiting for someone, maybe he was just tired, maybe he enjoys solitude. After all, not every peaceful coffee break means heartbreak, right? Yet, the timing is what keeps this conversation alive because, honestly, who wouldn't feel a twinge of something when their ex is celebrated globally for being madly in love again? Especially when that love is with someone as iconic as Lee Min-ho, who has practically become the definition of a perfect gentleman in the eyes of fans. And speaking of fans, some are going so far as to draw comparisons between Joong and Min-ho, which, let's be honest, only adds fuel to the fire. Comments like, "Min-Kyo really found her happily ever after," and Joong seems so different now, are flooding fan pages. This comparison war is not fair to anyone, but it's happening, and it's making this story even messier. Some fans are protective of Joong and are clapping back, saying things like, "Stop comparing, he deserves happiness too," and "Don't make him the villain or the sad story." But here's the latest twist, and you're hearing it here first. Sources claim that Joong might be preparing for a big project that could overshadow all this chatter. Rumor has it, he's in talks for an international film that could completely change the narrative around him, shifting the spotlight back to his career rather than his personal life. If this turns out to be true, then this quiet moment might just be the calm before the storm of a massive comeback. However, until that announcement drops, fans can't stop connecting the dots. Some have even started writing open letters to him online, telling him that he's loved, that he's not alone, and that millions of fans will always stand by his side no matter what. Isn't that beautiful, lovely viewers? It just shows how deeply fans care for these stars beyond the glitz and glamour. But let me ask you again, what do you truly believe? Is Joong really feeling the weight of his past relationship after that viral anniversary post? Or is this just an overblown narrative that social media created because people love drama? Could there still be a small part of him that wonders, what if? Or is he genuinely happy for Min-Kyo and ready to live his life without looking back? Lovely viewers, this is your time to weigh in. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. Because if there's one thing this entire situation proves, it's that love stories, whether they end or continue, have a way of leaving footprints that never really fade. Lovely viewers, let's keep building this story because the deeper we go, the more intriguing it becomes. When we left off, we were asking some serious questions about whether this entire narrative is just social media blowing things out of proportion, or if there's truly an emotional storm brewing beneath Joong calm exterior. And honestly, the more I dig into this, the more it feels like this isn't just coincidence. It's a story that has layers of real human emotion behind it. Now, let's talk about those fan reactions because they're getting even more emotional and creative. Some fans have taken this viral moment and turned it into short videos and edits that are absolutely tugging at everyone's heartstrings. Imagine clips of Joong sitting alone, paired with slow background music, then flashing to Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo's anniversary photos. The captions. Things like, when you realize the chapter is truly closed, or some wounds take longer to heal. These videos are everywhere on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and even YouTube Shorts, getting millions of views within hours. People are commenting, "This made me cry," and "He looks like he still loves her." But here's what's even more fascinating. While fans are crying over these edits, others are pushing back hard, saying, "Stop painting him as a victim. He's successful, happy, and living his life." And honestly, they have a point. Joong isn't just any actor. He's one of the biggest names in the industry. He's worked on global projects, he's admired for his craft, and he has millions of loyal fans who adore him. So why does the internet love to turn him into this tragic figure whenever something about Min-Kyo trends? Maybe because fans can't let go of that old love story, and every new chapter in Min-Kyo's life feels like a sequel they never signed up for. And speaking of sequels, there's something else people are whispering about. Could Joong actually be planning his own big reveal soon? I've seen rumors circulating that he might be ready to go public with something. Maybe a new relationship, maybe a new professional milestone that will shake the internet even harder than Min-Kyo's anniversary post. Lovely viewers, imagine this. What if Joong suddenly posts a romantic picture with someone new? The internet would explode. And here's where it gets juicy. Some insiders are already hinting that there is someone in his life, someone special, but he's keeping it extremely private for now. Can you imagine the plot twist if that turns out to be true? But let's pause and look at the human side of this for a moment. Whether Joong is alone because he wanted some peace or whether those pictures captured a vulnerable moment, one thing is clear. People still care about him deeply. The outpouring of love in the comments, the fan letters, the messages saying, "Oppa, you deserve happiness," and "We are always with you," show that fans want him to feel supported no matter what. And honestly, that kind of love from fans is powerful. It can lift someone out of a dark place or remind them of their worth when the world feels heavy. Now, let's circle back to Min-Kyo's anniversary post for a second because that's what started all of this. Lee Min-ho didn't just share a photo. He shared a statement. His words were poetic, full of emotion, and gave everyone a glimpse into how deeply committed he is to Min-Kyo. And let's not forget the detail-oriented fans who noticed something small but very symbolic in those pictures. A bracelet on Min-Kyo's wrist that had Lee Min-ho's initials engraved. Fans zoomed in, screenshotted, and confirmed it. That little detail sent shivers down the spine of shippers everywhere. It was like saying, "She's mine and I'm hers forever." Can you imagine Joong seeing that? If he did, what do you think went through his mind? Did he smile and think, "I'm glad she's happy," or did he feel that familiar sting of what once was? Lovely viewers, this is where I need your voices. Do you think Joong is truly happy for Min-Kyo and Min-Ho? Or do you believe there's still a part of him that feels the weight of that love story they shared? Do you think he's preparing to shock us all with a new love story of his own? Or will he stay silent and focus on his career? Because if history has taught us anything, silence from a star like Joong never lasts long. Something always comes next. But before we move on, let me give you a little teaser because I've been hearing whispers from reliable sources. And trust me, these whispers are too good to ignore. They say Joong has been in contact with a well-known international director for a project that could put him on the global stage like never before. If this is true, then the narrative will shift dramatically, and the lonely coffee shop moment will be forgotten the second the announcement drops. Imagine Joong walking on the red carpet of an international film festival next year while the whole world watches. Doesn't that sound like the perfect redemption arc? What do you think, lovely viewers? Should I dig deeper into these insider claims about his upcoming project and possible love life? Or should we keep unraveling this emotional triangle between Joong, Min-Kyo, and Min-Ho because let's be honest, it's the love triangle the world can't stop talking about.